your tail, do you see the road? I'm out to my soul until it decides. Whenever the smoke clear out of my face and my picture perfect, do I look fine? All of that green and yellow that drip from your eyes is tell your demise. I'm with to my side to push back the ceiling and push back the feelings I had to the side. I'll be there tonight, so
Hello, everyone. A very good evening to boys, girls, ladies, men, everyone who's watching. This is Moto, joined with Deepak. Hi, Deepak. What's up?
Yep. Hello there, and yeah, it's a great Sunday. And how are you doing, Moto?
All good, man. And it's going to get even better. We have the IRL race coming up, but more importantly, we have the pre-season race 2 coming up as well. We had race 1 in Sebring, which was very nice and chaotic. A lot of good racing action, lot of great racing as well, a lot of skill issue. But yeah, a bit of everything makes a race great. But yeah, it was a fantastic Sebring race. But now we head to Fuji for a bit of a longer format. I think, Deepak, we're running with a 1 hour race this time around. If you could confirm that.
No, actually, we are running with the same league format that we have, which is basically
Okay.
we'll start with a 5 minutes free practice session, which is basically a buffer for all of our participants to join in because the servers are a bit finicky in that stage. So it's for ready to join in, and then we'll have a 10-minute quali session. So drivers have 10 minutes to set their quali laps, and then you have a 45-minute race after that with tires and fuel consumption turned up to double, so that drivers have
Ooh,
something
interesting.
to do with. So yeah.
Absolutely. And I think we forgot to mention the 10-minute quali. From those people who do run the LMU dailies will know it's private. We have not kept it private, so it is a public quali. You can get impeded. You can impede if that's what your tastes lie down to. But yeah, it's going to be a public quali. You're gonna have to space your laps out, space the cars in front, behind, and yeah, it just adds another element. But yeah, we head to Fuji in Japan. Very, very technical circuit. Lots of low speed corners, high speed corners, medium speed corners. Very good testing ground actually for any car, especially sector 3. Is a gamble mostly because you can barely see some of the apexes on that part of the track. Isn't that right, Deepak?
Yep, I mean it is. It's definitely got like you said, it's got like a mix of corners, and some of those definitely do test your car control abilities and challenges you, especially the sector 3. Like you said, it's just gonna have to have blind faith and full trust in your the track knowledge and be like, okay, this is where the track is going, this is where the apex is, and I'm just gonna get the turn in. So yeah, that definitely does test a lot of drivers. So it'll be very interesting to see how our drivers handle this. And as you know, this is a really new title. A lot of new participants have showed up, and there's really been a very big surge of interest, which is really great to see. And yeah, it'll be nice to see how they're adapting to this and how they do handle this interesting track thrown at them.
Absolutely. It's a personal favorite of mine in this game. It's available in the base game as well. No DLCs required, so attendance is going to be really, really high. But what's quick around here? We are racing in the LMGT3 category. If I forgot to mention that, that is a class of cars you're sticking for these pre-season races and for the league as well. The LMGT3s are not like the ones in ACC you see. If you are familiar with that game, they are much slower. They have less aero, and they are less powerful. They have less power across all bands as well. So they are just all in all much slower. But yeah, still very rewarding to drive in this game because it just the way the electronics work is completely different compared to ACC. In my opinion, again, it's opinions do exist. It's very hands-on, very, you really feel connected with the car and the GT3s in this game. But yeah, in terms of the people racing today, we have around, I think 18, if I'm not wrong, 17 or 18. Hopefully a few more join till the end, so we have a full grid of 20. But few notable names. I'm going to just hop on over to LMU attendance and have a look. Yeah, we got Turbo Chuck racing. We got Supreme Kai. Both of these guys have raced a lot in ACC. We got Helium making a return today after a long break. So that's going to be interesting to see how he's going to manage and fare in today's evening race in Fuji. Your Dark Knight Faizan is also racing, so another very good card in the race for a lot of things to happen. We got Peko Cheres, a new joinee. We got Mist, Red Dot Blue, an ACC veteran, very quick in ACC. And we also got Athul as well racing, who's the LMU coordinator. So yeah, he's probably going to storm away with this race. But yeah, he is also racing. There's Sean Seven, another ACC fanatic, Fuzzy Dunlop, Airbus, a new joinee. And then we got Lando Tanish as well, who is probably, I'd say, the quickest driver on the grid, on this grid. But he is known to make a few errors down the road. But Deepak, I think everyone's almost joined. If you've got an update on that, and we can head on to the live session. And let's see how everyone's faring.
Yep, it does look like there's a bit of an issue with the server starting up. I think Atul is restarting the whole thing. So probably will
Okay.
be up in like another minute or two. So yeah, we'll definitely keep you updated on that. We do look to be
Yep.
having to get started on time. Let's see.
Yeah, no problem. We can dilly around over here for a while. Let's talk about Fuji. Fuji is, I mean, as we said, very mixed nature. You got high speed, you got low speed. Overtaking zones, you got turn one. You got that heartbreaking zone after that left hand. You got in before that chicane. You got those two. Any other zones you think, Deepak, we could see some wheel to wheel? Maybe on the long right hander.
I think even before the start of the third sector, before that chicane, you can actually like send a dive bomb and make your move in. And of course, yes, if you're adventurous, even through the third sector, like you can just send it because the racing line tends to take you around the outside and then cut back into the apex. So yeah, if you're opportunistic enough, you can definitely just sneak into the inside line and upset
Yeah.
the line of the outside car. Obviously, it's a risky play, but well, what's racing without risk?
Absolutely. A lot of different lines you can take with Fuji. I mean, you got these circuits like Fuji, Sebring, Portimao. The best part about these circuits is like you got such a diverse nature with each corner. So you'd more often than not tend to get some good wheel to wheel racing. And we do know that the contact model in this game is very forgiving, a bit too forgiving if you do ask me. But yeah, it's always nice to have some bumps here and there. Rubbing is racing after all. 45 minutes race, 2x fuel. They will have to stop for fuel if I'm not wrong, Deepak.
Yep, that is the entire intention. They'll definitely need to
Yeah.
have a fuel stop and carry on. So obviously, yes, the pit lane entry might be very simple here. It's just a straight entry, but the difference is going to be like how much are you going to commit into the entry, because obviously, like Monza or this circuit where you're just straight up going full blast into the pit lane, you're gonna have to be very careful and push the limits.
Yeah, there is a bit of a chicane if I'm not wrong, like
Yeah.
Brazil, Interlagos,
Yeah.
and Baku. Yep. Yeah, that's always tricky because you have to make sure you don't cut that as well. In Baku, you've got the walls to prevent that. Otherwise, you just DNF. But over here, you can actually cut that chicane on the entry, like Interlagos as well. So yeah, and cuts on the pit lane entry are extremely stringent, folks. Like you will get a straight DSQ if you do not slow down to an absolute snail's pace before the entry if you do end up cutting the white line. So yeah, I hope no one's going to do that because that could spell chaos for the guys behind who are also pitting. There are a few people who are racing for the very first time in LMU. Sean Seven is one of them. That's going to be interesting to watch because yeah, this game does require a bit of getting used to. But I think Sean Seven's going to manage well for himself. He seems to be a bit of a veteran in the sim racing niche. But yeah, you never know what car as well. It depends on the car he picks. And I'm not sure about Fuji. The setup is open. I'm not too knowledged on the setup nature in this game, but I think around Fuji, the Porsche and the Lambo seem to be very fast. Anything which has a lot of turn in, I guess Deepak could be really really rapid here because yeah, Sector 3 as well is all low speed.
Yeah, well, like you said, I mean, I'm not much of a setup whiz here, so Not
Yeah.
really a lot that I can come in terms of setup because most of us just either use the default CDA or just straight up get the Go
Yep.
setup.
Yep.
So yeah, just other than some basic stuff like the preload or differential, that's the only thing that we know. But yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
cars that can rotate really well on slow speeds will have a very good advantage in third sector. So that's always a good thing.
Yep. Absolutely. And we do have a few drivers who have come, who are racing after attending the 12 hour of Spa yesterday. So they will have a lot of practice if they do choose to go with the same car. They will have be very well versed with that car because yeah, driving 3 hours of any car will make you accustomed to it. So yeah, it's going to be nice. We'll have some nice competition, some good racing, good wheel to wheel battles are incoming. In terms of weather, I think it's going to be a dry race and there is no time acceleration either. I think a 6 hour, a 6x would have been nice. It would have simulated the IRL 6 hours of Fuji, but yeah, I don't think we have that going on. But yeah, I
That
think
definitely would have
the
been very
server.
trippy, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Yep. I think you can visually see the sun moving if you have 6x. Like you can probably see it move all the way across the sky. I'm pretty sure a few drivers will get distracted by that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And no names to be taken. But yeah, no time progression. You got your 1x standard time progression. And I think the IRL in game time is in the evening, if I'm not wrong. Let me just confirm that. It is. Well, it doesn't say. It's variable clouds. Yeah, so we just got a bit of an overcast, I guess. Parth is joined here with us in the com box. Parth, how are you doing?
I'm not falling for this.
We are live.
Oh, are we? Nice.
Yes, 2 cents, Parth on Fuji. We are live.
Hello. How are you guys?
Yep. Hello.
Are you able
All
to
good.
join?
Just 1 minute. No, the game is still loading. I'm unmuting now. Okay. Okay. So yeah, sorry for that short spell of silence. We're just figuring out certain technical issues. I think there were some issues with the lobby coming online. So yeah, eventually we were able to join. So yeah, I think we're almost, the session is almost active. Let's just hop on.
Yep. Yeah, so we are live. We got 8 minutes 36 on the quali. And let's have a look as to how the drivers are faring. Gonna get the leader up, board up. On board a Merc. I cannot read the name of the driver, but Yeah, it seems that I think the track is also a bit cold, so drivers are just going to do some prep laps out here.
Yep, that is one thing. If you're not new, if you're new to this game, that's one thing that you're gonna have to be very careful, because the tires do start out ice cold. So and cold tires are not fun. Let me say, it just wants to throw you out at every single opportunity. So that's something the driver's gonna have to navigate around.
Yep. I cannot see the leaderboard, by the way. It's not coming up. Okay, now I can see it. Yep. All right. Yeah, we're back on board the Merc of who's that? I have no clue who that is.
Rakshit.
Akshit Bhatt. Okay. So yeah, on board the Merc of Akshit, and he seems to be just doing his prep laps as you just mentioned. Deepak, yeah, cold tires are just a recipe for disaster if you do end up pushing. I myself was a victim of it yesterday in the Spa 12 hours. Just overcommitting to some corners, and the car just slips and falls away from you. And one thing about this game and this car, especially high speed, the car when it snaps, it's really hard to foretell. And really hard to correct that. It snaps so fast and so vigorously that you really can't do much other than preemptively predict that it's actually going to snap now. So yeah, it's like high speed you cannot push the car too much in LMU, especially in GT3s. In the hypers it's a bit easier to catch, I guess. But yeah, the GT3s are it's not fun when you're on cold tires. But on board with Shan 7 or Shantanu Shirsagar in the BMW heading down the back straight. I have not a clue of what a representative lap time over here is. I think it's around the 43s, 45s maybe. Shan goes with a 46.2. Good banker lap considering cold tires. I think the track is also a progressive grip. It's going to keep ramping up as the session progresses.
Yep, I think Tanish, our resident fast guy, has run a lap earlier, and you're saying he's doing something around 113 ninths. So
13 ninths?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that has to be on the other layout, Deepak.
Yep, this is exactly the same thing that the other person who was in the lobby was also asking the same question. He was like, are you sure you did the right layout? That's the thing that stops everyone. Yeah.
39s, okay, wow. Alright, then the drivers have quite a ways to go off of them. Is this the classic layout?
Nope, we are going with the WEC layout.
Yeah, I think for sure the chicane layout cannot be 39 unless there's some...
Either he's pulling a leg or he's doing something very sketchy, but we don't know about that.
No, he's pulling our leg for sure. Anyways, back on topic. We are on board a Porsche. Oh my god, I'm so happy I get to see a Porsche. A single Porsche on the grid. You know what? Props to you, man. Bobby, you can do it. Because this car is not easy to drive. It is very sketchy. Likes to throw you off. But when you do get into a rhythm, it is very fun and satisfying. And as we mentioned, there's a Merc stranded on the side, luckily off track. As we had mentioned, any car which has very good low speed rotation, which the Porsche does, will be very, very, very fast around here. And so far he is P3, so quite close. S Moong, I think 1.38 seconds in P1 in the Beamer. What do you think about that lap, Deepak? Very dominant gap so far.
Yep, it does look like drivers are still getting into the groove, and we see the Porsche going up top with a 1.2 second, just beating that lap like nothing is there. So yeah, definitely the tires heating up means that you will get your best lap in the second or the third lap. So definitely the times are going to be tumbling down.
Absolutely. 43.6, 1.2 seconds. The Porsche is very, very dominant in the INDM's livery. And we are going on board with Tanish, who has not set a representative lap time yet. He's in the Merc. I think that's the car he's going with now. Ooh, gets a bit of a wiggle. Visually, you can catch that very easily in LMU. Had a bit of a wiggle in that high speed, and yeah, I don't blame him. That section of the track is very treacherous, and any car goes very wide, and surely I think the curbing will cause him to lose time. I think on the delta he is 5/10 off, 5.2.
First sector
So
has
yeah,
not been that great. I think he was a mark that backed off into turn. I think he overshot turn one a little. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess it's not much of a surprise that his first sector was really bad.
Yeah. Coming across into sector 2, I think the split time should come up by now, unless he's invalidated it. Probably he has, because the split time comes up after the first chicane. So, is he getting impeded, or is this a no-go lap? I cannot tell, but yeah, he's gone for the overtake around the outside, and yeah, I didn't want to get held up. I think this is one thing where the public poly really puts a lot of cards at play, like with traffic and all. Don't you agree on that?
Yep, certainly. I mean, it puts a lot of emphasis on how you place yourself, how you handle the gap. So the pressure is always there. It's not like a track is up to you, just for you to use. So that always puts another element of pressure onto the drivers.
Yeah. This time does hit the apex. We did mention that he ran wide. So yeah, good run into turn 1. Uses the exit curb, maximizing the track into this very fast left-hander. Chucks the car in. Merc really trying to persuade the driver to make a correction, and he did. I think he might have invalidated that because he was quite wide there. Hopefully it's going to count. Well, he's 3 and a bit tenths off. I think that's 3.5 tenths off the benchmark lap time. So obviously the target lap time is a 42.9, so someone's gone even faster than the 43. So yeah, Deepak, I think 39s might actually be the proper representative lap times. You might be right. But he's going to go into the chicane, getting held up by the Ferrari in front. Hopefully, yeah, this lap is in the bin for Tanish. He's not going to be very happy with that, and forces the car into running wide and gets the move done. Yeah, you can see him fighting the car aggressively because he went offline. Yeah, in sector 3 you go offline, it's not going to work out. Herman Randhawa is in P1 with a 42.9, 5.5 bit tenths clear. Very, very dominant lap time so far. 45 seconds left in this session. It seems that Athul is also he's not doing a qualifying session. He's starting from the back. So that is going to be interesting, unless he's not racing. He's just here to...
more like in observation capacity. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. Yeah, could be.
There was a bit of a glitch with the spectating thing. So even you can see like there's one car that's on my name.
Yeah.
Sitting in the garage is just because we couldn't get the spectator thing to work properly on board. So yeah, just workarounds.
Yep.
Bobby has gone P1 once again, 42.6.
Once again. Yeah, Porsche going P1. Lovely. I love to see that. It's, I mean, it is a very fast car around here, but still, great stuff. Robin, I think that is Dark Knight in P3. 1.9 seconds is the delta. P1 and P2 are in the league of their own in this one, Deepak.
Yep.
Because that is a big
trading lap
delta.
times back and forth. Although this one, I don't think it's good for Bobby. It's not that great. But let's see what Herman is doing. He seems to be just coming down turn 1. Let's see what kind of a lap time he can put up in his dying moments.
Yeah, I think he's also... Yeah, he's finished. Checkered flag for him. He's done.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I didn't even look at the time flying, man.
Tanish is also done. He won't be happy with that. I don't think Tanish got a clear lap in. So yeah, hopefully the race he's gonna have to push a bit harder. On board with Faizan. P8 with a 40. No, that's the target. He's P8 with he's 3 seconds off, so around 45.6.
This lap he does seem to be improving with certain. He's like PB sector so far. He's coming around the 3rd sector. Let's see what kind of exit he can get through here, because the exit is absolutely critical if you want to get a good lap time too.
Absolutely. So hard to get the exit right. Uses a lot of inside curb, and hopefully that's not hampered his lap too much. But he is going to improve massively if his 3rd sector is also 3 and a bit tenths off only. Let's see. Comes across the line. P3. Very good lap by Faizan. 1.6 seconds of pole position right now.
Yep, that's an insane lap set by Faizan. He's setting up in P3, so that's really good. Good to see him firing out on all cylinders. And we see S Moong is coming around the third sector. So he did not have a very good first sector, but the second seemed to have a PB. Let's see what kind of a lap time he can set as he comes across the line.
Driving. Pedal to the metal in the Beamer. Crosses the line with a 45.0. Does he? I think he does improve, but yeah, not by much. Doesn't improve his position. Oh, we got a placeholder car. Hopefully that's going to get corrected.
That's not a Porsche, just letting the viewers know. It's just a placeholder car that's not being loaded yet. Probably to get loaded once the session resets. So yeah, apologies for that. Yeah.
And yeah, that's it for quali. We got Nadar in the Porsche with a pole lap of a 42.3, if I'm not wrong. Followed very closely, 3 and a bit tenths behind is the Ferrari of Randawa. Faizan with a very good P3 lap time. And yeah, very good starting grid. Tanish starting behind Faizan is certainly the last thing I expected, but it is what we have to play with. It is what Tanish also has to play with. But yeah, very nice starting order. We got a great graphic just for the rundown. Bobby Nader in the P1 Porsche, row 2 Faizan and James Robin. The Beamer. I think a lot of Beamers are going to be in the grid today. Tanish in the Merc with a P5, S-Moon P6. Row 4, we got Raj Modi and Mar Ghia Nyogi in the Ferrari. P9 and P10, Nikhil Samre or Supreme Kai and Shan 7 starting in P10, P11, P12 is the McLaren of Dragon Slayer Ornstein. And yeah, Aditya Bhandari, I think Helium or Aditya Gupta, I think his real name is. He's not racing today.
Again, apologies for the confusion because most of us, we do know the Discord names, but LMU does force everyone to participate with their actual names, which most of us are not entirely
and in
aware
the
of,
last row, we got Deepak Raj and Athul Bhaskar in the last row. Not a very good qualifying performance from those two drivers, but let's see what they can do as they head up onto the grid. Formation lap it's a half one, so we're going to start much after the last corner, before the start finish, but much after the last corner. And it's a very tricky rundown into turn 1, especially on cold tires. Albeit in the GT3s, it's a bit safer with the ABS kicking in to help you. But still, cold tires are cold tires, and if you try to push them too hard, you could actually end up just going straight.
Right, and they are formed up. Drivers are not allowed to leave at any point now, and Arian is just eager to just get going. Arian is rolling at 60 kph, and the green light will be down at any moment right now.
Yeah, any second now. That Porsche does not have a very healthy lead on the start so far.
Green flag, green
It is green. Porsche gets a good launch as usual with the acceleration advantage that it has. Tanish behind gets a good launch. A lot of P cars behind get a better launch than the drivers in front. It's very, very close going to turn 1. We shift to some car in the pits. I don't know why, but now we're heading to turn 1. The Porsche sends it down the inside, leads. Tanish gets a very aggressive start, squeezes Faizan out, and yeah, Tanish is up into the very nice start for the Merc driver. Very clean getaway to turn 1. That is what you want to see. Into this fast left-hander, all the drivers are keeping it nice and tidy. This camera angle is absolutely gorgeous as we have a nice tracking shot all the way into this long right-hander, and that is the Merc of Moto making a move on the car. Yeah, behind, and bit of a gaggle cluster there of some of the cars behind the Ferrari. The Beamer and the two Beamers are attacking each other, and That is James Robin. He's not had a good start. He is trying to get a move done on the Ferrari of Nyogi, but Nyogi does defend it very hard into the chicane around the outside. Will get the inside for the next bit. Wheel to wheel. Very nice. Tidy overtake. Cuts the corner, but keeps the car in front. Very, very, very tidy lap one, I must say. And it has been an absolute delight to watch this. But further up ahead, I think Ranwa is 6.5 tenths. Yeah, I can't laugh at that. But he's 7 tenths behind now. The Porsche of Nadar, but Anish is catching him quite rapidly, and now he will have to focus all eyes on the Merc, which is slowly and surely approaching him.
That was quite a bombastic first lap, and that was the move by Dark Knight. Got to say, setting it on the outside in that game is not something that you see quite a lot, but realistic, really good.
Tanish has gone past Randhawa, and he's gone up to P2. He's got a perfect launch there, and yeah, that's a great move for P2 for Tanish. Into the left-hander, sends it, and then into this long right-hander. He's gonna try to keep the car ahead, and now his sole focus is on the Porsche in P1.
He'll definitely be looking to chase down after this Porsche and make sure that he doesn't run away out in front. And right now it's up to these guys not to wobble over each other and let the car run up. But we'll see how these guys tackle it together. Behind it's still an absolute juggle of cars just staying close together, trying to get on top of each other and just get a move done from them. Yeah, it's very interesting in the middle field though, as always.
Tell you what, the top three have pulled away from the pack very rapidly.
Yep.
It's quite a big gap from P4 to P3. But that does not mean there's no racing action, because they're just traveling so close to each other. This McLaren looks very feisty. That is Ornstein all over the back of Nikhil Samre. The people who had the quali pace do not seem to have the race setup dialed in, so they're struggling a bit for now. We got yellow flags somewhere on the track. Hopefully nothing too major there. Still active. And I think that's Gupta. That's Aradhya Gupta, if I'm not wrong, dropping all the way down in the Ferrari. Or is that Aditya Gupta? I have no clue which one that is. But he's had an offing, and he's dropped down to P16, aka last position right now. And he's going to have a workload cut out in front of him to catch back up. We see the McLaren have a huge run on the car in front. The slipstream is quite strong in Fuji, but thinks better of sending it on the brakes on the car in front. And Nikhil Samre hangs on for one more lap. The Porsche in front has a 1.3 second lead right now on Tanish Agarwal. And yeah, it seems like it's all settling down a bit. We got the gaps are equalized. We got cars running close to each other, but not everyone's going all out attack, which is what you like to see. It is a 40-minute race after 40 minutes left in this race after all. So everyone is taking it easy on the tires, and they do have to make a pit stop for fuel as well. So yeah, the long game seems to be working for them.
Yep, right now it's just a matter of driving close, making sure you apply enough pressure on the drivers up ahead. And as you know, the track limits in this can be a little punishing at times. You cut the track, the game gives you a very short warning, and you're gonna have to lose a lot of lap time. You're gonna have to stay ahead. So the point is gonna be to pressure and hustle the driver up ahead, make sure he gets pushed into a mistake and bounce. Like what Dark Knight is doing right now, he's taking the inside line, and Moon just gets a better exit because of that wide outside line, and he just slingshot out of that corner. Dark Knight definitely had a bit of a sniff there, but couldn't make it on. But now he's gonna have another shot with a very long slipstream down into Turbo.
Yeah, charging through the Beamer, full revving all the way up to 6th gear into the inside. Esmond does not choose to defend it very hard. Who's the latest of the late breakers? It seems the Beamer in front is, but he goes wide, and Dark Knight sort of follows him through, which is, yeah, it's so easy to do. You're just so distracted, you're so focused on the car in front that you actually end up following them. But yeah, he will have to go again. But Esmoon hangs on for another day so far. Faizan qualified P3. doesn't seem to have the race pace, but is making inroads on the cars in front.
He's having a proper box office seat for this
Yeah.
fight. I'm pretty sure he's just rubbing his hands and waiting for these guys to just clear themselves out of the way.
Yep, absolutely. This battle is very tight, but just want to point out that Tanish is, well, not within DRS because that doesn't exist, but he's within a second of the car in front and will have to use no racing aids like Formula 1 requires to overtake him. The Porsche is struggling a bit. There's yellow flags. I think we've had another incident, but again, I cannot point out as to where it is. If there was a way to get the track map running, Deepak, if that's possible for this race.
I'm not sure that's an option, but we'll have to look into it later. But for now, I think you're gonna have to go with this.
Absolutely. Tanish is hot on the collar of the Porsche in front. Was 7/10 in the middle sector, but now has lost out, which is pretty explanatory because the Porsche is rapid in sector 3. It just turns when you turn the wheel. It's instantaneous. But the Merc is inherently a very understeady car. Tanish, that's not what he needs to be doing. I think he just missed the apex there, but we did cut away from him to save him some embarrassment. So good one, Deepak. But now into turn 1, we got James Robin trying to go for another move, and again Esmin just breaks that little bit later. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see him testing the limits of turn 1 braking, because as long as you can do that, I think it's a very, very surefire way to keep in front.
He does seem to be a bit tentative on the brakes, but he seems to be doing enough to cause move to make some mistakes on the brakes. Just needs to be a bit more assertive and get the move done.
Absolutely. We got another Merc chasing a car here. This time it is Modi chasing, no sorry, it is Hutt chasing Ornstein. Ornstein has seemed to fall away from Nikhil Samre. He was all over the back of him, but now Nikhil Samre has extended that lead. And James Robin still very, very close to the car in front. But yeah, it's nice. You have some nice action going on. The dirty air is also pretty apparent in this game, even in GT3s. But that's only in the high speed section. So probably through that long right-hander, it's going to be hard for them to follow. But right now, it seems all of them are doing a fantastic job at the end of those gaps, very, very close to each other.
And right now Moon is also closer to the Merc up ahead, so he's gonna also get a healthy dose of slipstream. And this pack is just sticking together.
If I was Moong right now, I would be. If I was Modi right now, I'd be shitting bricks looking at 3 beamers coming right behind me, because they're all ready to pounce on him, and he's hanging on for his dear life. But he seems to be doing a great job at that, and this time Moon seems to have got a great run on him. Is he going to send it down the inside? Squeezes him a bit wide, but I think that is a very aggressive but fair move. But due to that, the Merc loses 2 positions. You can see the car pitching a bit there, the beamer getting unsettled on the exit of that long right-hander. Is the Merc trying to go around the outside, almost turns on him, but the inside line is very, very, very good. But can the Merc hang it around the outside? Is not able to. And now another hard braking zone. That means another overtaking opportunity. I think someone's headlights just flashed there for a brief second. Merc thinks the better of it. Oh, nearly makes contact with the BMW in front, but good on him on avoiding that. But now has to focus all his attention to the final BMW behind. These BMWs are eating this poor Merc up. I feel bad for him.
Yes, he's getting ganged up by the Beamers. I mean, it seems to be a running team in LMU so far. There seems to be quite a lot of Beamers in the grid, and as we said, Dark Knight is still continuing his relentless assault on Moon, who is soaking up quite a lot of pressure from Dark Knight. And this time he does seem to be a little close, but I think there was a little moment there, a little legal that he put him a little behind. But let's see if Dark Knight is able to get the move this time around. I don't know, Faizan is much more closer to the Mercedes behind. He's alongside, so yeah, there's going to be possibly 2 moves into turn 1.
Absolutely, here we go. James Robin making a move in the background. We got another car making a move. James goes down the inside. Moon tries to do a switchback. Oh, that's Beautifully textbook switchback right there, folks. And we have some absolute fantastic racing here in Fuji. We got the BMW also going for a move down the inside in the background. I have no clue what to keep a track on. I think you have struggling with the same issue, but yeah, the BMW has secured that place. And all these three beamers have gotten past,
goes
and
off.
yep. Once you touch the grass there, you are but a passenger to what's to come. And I think he saved it, but yeah, he's lost a lot of delta to these cars in front. But the battle of the beamers goes on, with James Robin following closely behind S. Moog.
That was a very interesting sequence of corners, and Moog definitely did well. Oh, and that was almost scared Moog off. So yeah, this doesn't seem to be coming to a conclusion anytime soon.
Pretty clean racing for the first 15 minutes, don't you think?
Indeed. I mean,
Yep.
it's been quite good, and it does help that the game has a very good netcode system as well. So some of the contacts, you can just have some contacts and still carry on racing like how it's meant to be in GT racing. So it's always nice
Absolutely.
to see stuff like this.
This is like, it's a joy to watch because the racing is tight, fair, but like not too overly aggressive. And the cars are not, having very different contacts as we've seen in ACC and F1. But it's really easy when you have a bit of contact for the car to just, get really disrupted and fall off. But we have some nice close pack racing here. The Beamers are still going hammer and tong at it into turn one. James Robin trying to go around the outside. Moog takes a lot of inside curb, even more than his liking. But I think James Robin could not try to hang it around the outside, and that's hurt him because we got Faizan trying to make a move on James Robin. Faizan is also on pace. He's got past at Merck, and now he's trying to get a move on this Beamer in front of him.
Yep, these Beamers look like they're on pace with each other. They're sticking close to each other's rear. Ooh, there's a bit of contact, but then because of the decent contact model of the game, no one has spun out yet. So, which is good to watch. It's good to watch in a GT racing game.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, GT racing is all about a bit of rubbing and racing. These cars can take a lot. Doesn't mean you have to, but it's just that
like,
that's how they do
it's not like
race.
F1 where you touch the car and the parts will break off. You can put the cars through some punishment and still just carry on. Obviously, like I said, it's not something that they recommend to do, but it is okay to do.
A bit of paint exchange is still fine, right?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. And while all this is going on, I think Danish has found a rhythm. He's within a second, but now Robin gets a fantastic exit out of the last corner. My God, he's side by side or down the start-finish straight and ahead before the braking zone. But we do know how good Moog has been on the brakes into turn one. So is he going to try to hang it around the outside? Was he going to go for a send on James on the inside? James covers that off pretty well. Now Faizan is also licking his lips and try to go for a move. Oh, just forces his way through, and that will make some questionable, decisions to be made after that, because I think he just sort of barged his way through. But I think Moog was prepared for that because he
still sort of looked like fair hard racing because he was well alongside. He wasn't like too far back. It wasn't an audacious send.
Yep.
I don't think that angle was enough for us to.
That's what.
I do think it was more like Faizan was trying to make a move, but I think he just slightly overshot, and Moog was just not anticipating another car to be placed there. But anyway, that's another thing to be discussed later on. But as it stands, Faizan has made the move, and Moog will definitely feel a bit hard done. But again, he's not too far back, so he still has a chance to fight back and get back and keep it if you might say so.
And he can pounce on any incident in front as well. Now that Dark Knight has seen that Faizan has gotten past, he's going to have to be a bit cautious in his way of defending, because he can't do the same thing he was doing with Moog, because Faizan's not he's a driver of different nature. He's more aggressive with his attack, so Now it's going to be interesting to see how James Robin is going to plan this. But I think Faizan's a bit too far back to ascend right now. Further up ahead, Tanish again has dropped out of the DRS. The only I just said he's dropped out as a second. That's what happens, folks. When you just watch F1 racing IRL. Don't do that to you. Don't do that. Just desensitize you. But the only cars within a second, well, are Faizan, Modi, and Turbochuk. But right now, it seems Faizan is still hanging on the back. Turbochuk, the battle of the McLarens, 3 McLarens altogether. Albeit Dunlop is a bit far behind the car in front of him. Parth, I think if you were able to, can you confirm who that Gupta is? Is that Aradhya or Aditya Gupta? I have no idea.
I think it is Aditya Gupta. I don't think Aradhya Gupta is racing tonight. So.
Aditya Gupta, so that is Helium. And yeah, he's not having a very nice race right now. 20 seconds off P15. But right now the McLarens are going at it. Turbochuk, ACC veteran, has a lot of hours in that game, but LMU, whole different beast, and he's going to try and get past the car in front of him, which happens to be the same car and the same livery. So yeah, that's going to be nice to watch. Battle of the McLarens.
Yeah. There's a pack of 3 McLarens back to back, and there's a pack of 3 Beamers back to back. So
yep. Ooh. Yeah. Dunlop goes very wide. Turbochuk is going to try to get that on the outside of the corner, heading into the chicane. Very hard to hold it on the outside, but if you are able to, bit of moving under braking, and Turbochuk had to brake on the curb, and that really did unsettle the car, but well held.
That did look a little too assertive, so gonna say like that, because it is like it did felt like the space was there at the outside, but Fazina decided to take the racing line, and yeah, that definitely did throw Turbochuk off into the curve and the grass. So yeah, he's gonna be a bit hard. He's gonna feel a bit hard done by that, but again, not a lot of harm done, so he can still chase after and go on. And as you can see in the final corner, there's like a different approach in line. Fazina seems to be taking a wide, like a very outside kind of a line, and Turbochuk is just straight up going for the apex and cutting too. So you can see the difference in the approach there. The Fazina is stretching his leg to the main straight, while Turbochuk is slightly stuck behind. So yeah, definitely will have to reevaluate his lines.
But the good news for him is he lives to fight another day instead of crashing out on that corner, and he's closing up to it. So good signs are there.
We just saw on the leaderboard, I think I saw Modi getting past Moong. So Lamarck has gotten one of the BMWs which did overtake him. He got absolutely obliterated by this pack of BMWs, but now he's made up one position back. But now he finds himself 5 seconds off Faizan. Faizan's still following James Robin. And then you have the top 3 in a league of their own. Tanish has dropped even further back, more than 1.5 seconds. So that Porsche in P1 is a very, very quick driver. He's absolutely pushing Tanish to his limit, and he's pushing that car to the limit. And yeah, top 3 have ran away with this race, so I think that is settled in. But again, pit stop phase, you could see a lot of changes in there also. Moong makes a pit stop. I think he's the first to pit. Yep, first to pit. So is he going to try to undercut the drivers in front? Let's see how this works. I think there's 2x on tire wear as well, if I'm not wrong, Deepak. Yeah. So tire wear, I mean, I think we saw this in the Sebring race where I myself was there in that race, and you had an option to change tires. It was what, 12 seconds extra on your pit stop, but and you had to go through the pain of heating them again, but then you would have such huge pace delta to the other cars who haven't changed tires. So yeah, it just really, it's a pretty good strategic development, this within this time frame. 2x on tires and fuel really does seem to form a nice harmony in terms of strategy, because it's a lot to play for. You can either go balls to the walls and no fuel saving, no tire saving, or you can tire save, fuel save, and get the best out of your car and best out of the track position.
Another interesting thing in this game, if you haven't noticed, is that there is no ghosting whatsoever. So you can be in the pit lane, you can finish your service, and when you're coming out, you're still gonna have to be careful because there is an option to be caught up in an unsafe release. So that's not something that's very much desirable. And you see Bobby is coming up to some traffic who have pitted and they have come out. So yeah, some blue flag action in play.
Yeah. Let's stay on board this Porsche because he really does seem to have this car under control. Flashing away. I don't blame him, but yeah, he sends it down the inside there and into this corner. Nicely rotated, gets the throttle on. Yeah. Getting past this lap traffic. He's catching them at all the right places. It's here in sector 3 in the confines of that sector where you really don't want to catch.
A very bad spot right now
Sends it on the lap car. What a send. What a send indeed. And yeah, that's minimizing the time loss to the Porsche in front. But now is where, this is what I was talking about. This is where you do not want to be held up whatsoever. Because these corners are just so treacherous on their own. When you just go offline as Tarnish there, you just lose so much time. And you can see that gap has gone up to 3.3 seconds now.
That right there is a demonstration of how you can get lucky or unlucky with traffic and why it is very important for you to take your car correctly. So yeah, I think definitely Bobby had a good stroke of luck there to catch them in a very open spot, and Tarnish really got messed up in that third sector, and like you said, the gap just grew exponentially after that.
Yeah, it's 3.4. Yeah, this is going to be a bit heartbreaking for Tarnish, but still 22 minutes to play for, and I'm pretty sure Nader will have more lap traffic as well. Hopefully in the wrong places so that Tarnish can gain on that. Ooh, Tarnish gets a bit wiggle there, and is that that's a lap car trying to unlap himself now.
That's S-Moon who has just lapped. So yeah, it seems like Moon is having a bit of a pace on Tarnish, at least at the current state. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't think he changed tires either. Did S-Moon?
Hello guys, I just thought I'd make a guest appearance and give you some insights. I do think that S-Moon has come in for the pits already, so he has fresher tires, but he's trying to warm them up as we speak. But Tarnish, who is on older tires, is struggling.
Interesting. I thought he didn't change tires because it didn't seem like a long stop. But if he has, then probably tire warming is a struggle, and you can see it visually as well. He's all over the place in this last sector where the tire grip really does come into play. But yes, he is heading on into the last corner, really scrubbing, trying to get as much heat as he can into the tires, but just not working out so far. Further in front, Tarnish is dropping a bit. No, he's gained a lot of time. Okay, Nader has pit, so Tarnish is going for the overcut. Nader decides to pit early.
Yeah, I think the pit window is about to start right now. All the cars are about to come in. S-Moon actually tried to do an undercut prior to this. I think that has not worked out in his favor because he's struggling to get past all the traffic. He was really close to Modi there, right behind him actually, in 7th position, and he has dropped back to P12 now. So.
Yep, tire warming really is posing an issue, and I think the track is inherently cold as well, so that just could be accentuating the tire warm-up process and how difficult it is right now proving for them. I think the Porsche has changed tires, if I'm not wrong. That seemed like a very long pit stop. What do you say, Deepak? New tires are old. If there's any way we can confirm.
Is there any way we can check? I mean, I'm looking at like lap time.
Yeah, I think this is going to be quite crucial, in the season to see if they're on fresher tires. Let's see. I think by the car's language into turn 1, we can probably tell if he's on cold tires. Let's go on board for a few laps, Deepak.
It absolutely looks like he's on cold tires. He just
yeah, definitely. New
Looking
tires,
around,
definitely.
desperately
Hit
trying to
point
get
right.
something going on. So yeah, he is on new tires.
Absolutely. We can see right here he's gonna miss the braking point. Understeer a lot. Yep. He is definitely on new tires right now.
Yep. And yeah, folks, if you're new to LMU and you've never seen a car on new tires, and how treacherous and how slow it is, he's hitting the apexes, which is pretty impressive. But then, yeah, just carrying such less speed, and that is just because the tires do not have the optimal grip. They cannot offer the optimal grip because they haven't received that kinetic energy transferred through them to them. So they are just going to take 1 or 2 more laps, I think, and then he'll be right back on it. Now, what's interesting, Deepak, I think Tanish, if he does not change tires, which he would have noticed right now, for sure.
He's still driving.
I think
up
if
by the way,
Tanish
hasn't
does not,
got hit.
yeah,
But yeah, like
if
you
Tanish
said,
does
if he
not,
doesn't change tires,
yeah,
he
he's got
does
the
stand to gain
race.
momentarily. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets the race lead for sure. If he doesn't change, because 12 seconds and he was only 3.8 behind before the pit stops. So yeah, all to play for. So Tanish, if you somehow can hear this, yeah, do not change tires. But I think he might, because maybe the tire wear is that high over here that everyone is changing tires. What do you say?
It could
Absolutely.
Go
In a track like a Fuji, where there's multiple sectors with high-speed corners and sweeping corners, you definitely need the tires to get through the with optimal line and optimal grip. So it's definitely going to be really good for your race pace when it comes to new tires. We'll see as we see Tanish here in the long straights.
Pitting.
Is he pitting or is he?
Yep,
He's about
he
to
is.
pit. Yeah. So we can definitely look at him and try to figure out if he is going to. Oh, is he going to make it? Yeah. He definitely
Is their
does.
entry? Yep.
You're going to see right here if he changes for new tires or no.
Yeah.
That's going to be crucial, by the way, for the of the race.
Yep, only 15 minutes to go, and I think another thing we forgot to mention, Deepak, about this game is that you can go asymmetrical with the tires as well. So,
Yeah.
a track like Fuji, you have that long left-hander where the tire is absolutely hammered, the front left's absolutely hammered. So going just new tire set, new tires on the left tires on the left side is actually a good option if you want to get new tire life, go faster, but minimize the pit time. Yeah, I think that's the
Alright,
way to
it's a
go
moment
as
of
well.
truth. Tanish has been released from the pit box. Bobby
Definitely
is
looks
coming
like he
through
got
the
him.
third sector.
Definitely looks like Tanish has undercut him, or overcut, I would say. Yep, overcut.
Yeah, Tanish has not changed tires, I think, for sure. Let's have a look at the car's body language into turn 1, and then we can find out 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3 seconds. He's changed tires. I think he has.
No, the car does look a lot more planted than it is. So I think he has not changed tires.
Wait.
But
What
most
happened to the
importantly,
Porsche?
he's having a blue flag coming too.
The Porsche has lost a lot of time to Tanish. He's lost 15 seconds. How is that possible? More than 15 seconds.
I think when Tanish was exiting the pits, I think the Porsche was through the final corner. I don't know what happened in that.
Perhaps a spin?
So
Or
sure.
maybe is that how much he's gained from not changing the tires? Maybe Tanish is not on new tires.
Yeah, definitely confirmed. Yeah, Tanish
Sure.
has not changed any tire.
Yeah, there we go. That confirms it because he's got a huge lead, and this is going to be spicy because the tires will be crying at this stage, and we do know how potent fresh tires are on this game, especially on this circuit. So, yeah, the chase begins for the Porsche
And I think
right
more
now.
importantly, the Porsche has lost 2 positions overall. So Tanish and the Ferrari of Randa is up here. I'm not sure if he has pitted or not, but he seems to be running in second right now.
I
give you
think
another
Randwa
insight.
has also not changed tires.
Yeah, and to give you another insight, Moon, who was running P12, I believe, is now in P5. So it definitely looks like he made a right call.
Yeah.
We'll see how it unfolds in this race.
Absolutely, a lot to play for. Nader is not going to be very happy with that strategy choice. Maybe maybe he regrets changing tires, but now he is going to be the one who's going to do the catching. He was pulling away in the first stint, and now it's his time to attack and his time to chase the cars in front. Sorry, my throat's a bit sore, but he's pushing on. The gap is coming down, but not as fast as he'd expect. And surely, I think 13 minutes is a bit too less for 12 or 13 seconds of a gap. And he's actually losing time in some corners to run the wire right now.
Oh yeah, that means he has to gain a second over lap, which definitely doesn't look realistic, but let's see how it unfolds.
I mean, there's always this thing, never say never in racing, so you never know. And it's always, you're just one mistake away from throwing it all. So you can never relax and be like it's done. So you always gotta keep going till the checkered flag. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Bobby will also be hoping for the same thing, that there'll be something happening at the end. So he will definitely be trying to push as much as he can.
I think he's struggling to get the tires up to temp, man. No, has to be, because he had a huge, well, not a huge pace advantage, but he surely was the fastest car in the first stint.
By the way, Moto, just to correct you so that you don't hurt anyone's sentiments, it is Randhawa.
Yes, I know. I'm struggling to say that name.
I think we can call him by his first name, Herman.
Yes, Herman. Yeah, we'll go with that. Herman is doing a fantastic job right now, and he's sort of stagnating that gap to the Porsche behind. But I think now Bobby has got his tires up to temp, and the gap went from 1.7 to 1.4, now 1.5. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. That's some lap traffic for the Ferrari. That's going to play into Bobby's hands if he does. Yeah, moves out nicely for him. I think he's going to get the move done before the braking. Yep.
I just want to point out something, Hardik. As you can see right here, Bobby has amazing grip. It almost feels like he's full sending it in the corner. So we'll see how much he can try and take out time from Tanish's race pace.
Yeah. It did look like he had amazing grip, but then so did Herman, because he's sort of keeping that gap there, but now it's falling back down. I think they're right now they're on pretty similar pace, and what Bobby actually needs is just to be a second a lap faster, and maybe more to catch Tanish as well. So
right now
Bobby really needs to push. Yep.
And up front, I think it was around 12 seconds or something. Right now it's 10.7, so it is slowly but steadily coming down. And yeah, we could only hope that Tanish can be able to manage this, because again, it might just seem like 11 minutes, but it's more than enough when you've got like some demanding corners on the circuit. It's really demands you to put a lot of force to the tires to make it work.
Absolutely. And yeah, Bobby is right on the Ferrari's diffuser. Well, not right on it, but he's within a second now. Slipstream is going to be that much more potent. And so I tell you what, the Porsche is a bit of a grandma on the straights. It's not very good. It doesn't have the top end compared to any other car. It's just fast in the corners. So yeah, you can see there he was not making any inroads. But now on the exit, he's gained 4 tenths on turn 1 exit, which is absolutely mental. So has to be this lap, and somewhere in the section of the track, maybe sector 3 is a good place to make an overtake, and you can easily pull away in sector 3 if you get the move done. And then that's what he's hoping for, because yeah, turn 1, not a chance with that straight line he has on the Porsche.
Oh yeah, and then looking at the timing screens, it really looks like Samra, who is in the Ferrari, has made up his positions up to 6th. I believe he was running about P12, so that was great from him. As we see that, the Porsche is making a move on the outside. The Ferrari closes it. And the next corner, he might go for the inside. Nope.
Yep, Ferrari parked his car perfectly there, actually. Nice defending. But yeah, as I was saying, this Porsche is just so nimble. And it's sector 3 and 2 is where he's making all the gains. But now he needs to get a Giga Chat exit out of this last corner to get that move into turn 1. gets nice line. The Ferrari goes quite wide, so he's crumbed off speed on the exit there. But then let's see if he can stay ahead. The Porsche will have the benefit of the slipstream all the way down now, and he's much closer. I think we could see a dive bomb into the inside. Herman blocks the inside absolutely fully. He does not want the Porsche to have the inside line whatsoever. So the outside is the only choice for the Iron Dames livery. Will he go for the switchback? I think he's tried for it. Oh, that's beautifully executed, and he's done the move, and he's made it into P2. That's a textbook switchback from the Porsche. The Ferrari is trying to keep his nose in, but it's a bit too late for that. Fantastic stuff.
What an absolutely beautiful switchback that.
That was a beautiful switchback.
This is the second beautiful switchback that we got to witness today, and pretty clean racing to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see some such great wheel-to-wheel, and that Porsche has made use of that car's agility and made that move into turn 1 around the outside and then switching back. But the Ferrari trying to get the move back almost goes into the rear, and the Porsche will be thanking his stars that he did not hit his rear there. But,
and as we see this fight, I think Orstein, who is in P11, is catching up to P10, Turbo Choke. Deepak, can we have a view on that? Yep.
Absolutely.
Down the straight. Slipstreaming effect right here. Is he gonna gain any time on the straights? I feel like it is.
He is gaining on him, visibly gaining on him, but not enough to make a move at this point.
Yeah. Need to be a bit
happy to sit
closer.
back. Should be happy to sit back, wait for another lap. Try and be more closer till the first corner again, and then maybe make a move then.
Yep. Forcing the car in front into a mistake, as Deepak said, is one of the best ways to overtake. But the McLarens do seem to have a very similar pace. The car behind seems to be a tad bit faster in the long right-hander though. Tries to get a good exit out of that left-hander, does not quite seem to do so. This battle will continue on till the end of the race for sure. Meanwhile, Tanish is absolutely hanging on to those old tires, which is fantastic. The Porsche hasn't made any inroads on him. Maybe in the last 5 minutes, I think there is a cliff percentage. We do not know what it is in the tire. Yeah.
Just 2 seconds lost to the car in P2 in like the last 7 minutes or so. So yeah, Tanish is hanging on to that position unless he makes a mistake by himself. I think it is sealed for him now then.
But I was making a point. I think there's a cliff in this. When the tires hit a cliff, it really does fall away from you. Yep. There's. I think F1 doesn't have it, but this game does. Like when your tires hit a certain percentage.
Faizan has had an issue.
Yeah.
I think
Faizan has had an incident. I think it's fallen back. He's 7.789.
Oh, he gets crashed out.
Yeah. Last corner exit, that is. Props to P12. Bit of a shame. He did have a very good quali P3, and now he's all the way down in P12. But yeah, he's had a good race. We did not see what happened to him, unfortunately. Yeah. Meanwhile, this Ferrari is still sticking to the back of the Porsche. Those fresh tires are not really proving to be very fresh. Tanish has just lost another second, so could it be that he's hit that cliff, Athul?
The crucial laps, actually, we have to keep an eye out on that. As we see the Ferrari going to turn 3, I believe, and going on the long right-hander. Let's see if he can keep it on track. It's good. Oh, yeah, Orstein, very close to Turbo Choke. As we see another yellow flag on track, but I think that might be just a local yellow.
Faizan is DNF from this race. I think he's had enough, so he's out here. McLaren's is still going hammer and tong at it. This will probably continue till the end of the race. Meanwhile, Tanish is
Tanish is losing space, yeah. He's losing pace sector by sector at the minute.
Props to Athul for making up a position while commentating.
Yeah, crazy. But oh yeah, 8.3. Tanish is rapidly losing pace, so I think that's the cliff. He's hit the cliff, and it's just going to be a you know, just a battle till the clock runs out. He just needs to hang on to that car till the timer runs out. But I think 8 minutes, Parth, should be more than enough, don't you think?
8 seconds,
8
and
seconds,
what
my bad.
they'll have what 2 or 3 more laps at max. So yeah,
Yeah.
should be fine because he's losing about a second a lap, which still gives him enough buffer to, you know, have that P1 till the end. So yeah, even if he has hit the cliff, it should be comfortable for him, I think.
Absolutely, McLaren's going side by side in the long right-hander around the outside. Oh my god, what a move by that black and orange McLaren. You know which one I mean. And he goes down the inside now, gets the move done and gets that place. What a fantastic move around the outside and then had the inside line for the next left-hander. That is fantastic stuff from Ornstein to get that move done.
Yep, brilliant wheel-to-wheel racing. And I don't know about this game, but in ACC, McLaren's always used to be a mid-corner car. So if it is the same thing in this game, so yeah, they are meant to do all the overtaking mid-corner. So props to him for hanging it around the outside mid-corner, and yeah. Brilliant move.
The McLaren in this sim is definitely... Oh, you see that move on the blue flag car. The McLaren here is absolutely one of the best cars down the straights. It has a perfect aero package, as well as, since it's a mid-engine car, I think, towards the rear anyway. It is really good in sweeping corners. One of the best cars to swing the car around and keep it on track. As we see Tanish losing another 3 seconds off his pace. I believe this might be the last lap. What is the pace around here?
Lost 1 second.
The last I checked it was 10, I believe, but
No,
maybe
this
he
lap
is
it is
around.
8.5. So it's just a second on this lap.
So he's holding
Losing
on
a second and a half now.
Yeah, he's holding on.
Yeah. He's losing a second and a half per lap, which is still not enough. I think just 2 more laps maybe including this one, 2 more laps. So let's see what are the gaps. I think the gaps have all opened up now. The race is coming to a close, and we've had a fantastic race, you know, so far. In a 45 minutes of Fuji, some fantastic wheel-to-wheel.
All sorts of position
fair
changes.
racing. Yeah,
Absolutely.
clean, fair racing. Blue flag cars also not proving too much of a hassle. And yeah, just your textbook race. And if this is a harbinger for the season, then you know I'm all for it, because this was just a joy to watch. 6.9 is the gap to Nada right now for Tanish, and yeah, he'll be thanking the stars that the clock is running out, because those tires have just not been able to take any more. However, I think he's gained a bit of time. He's gained 2/10 out of that last sector. So the Porsche is struggling somehow on the fresher tires. But yeah, congrats to Tanish. I think it's all said and done that he's had a flawless race. Didn't have the pace in the first stint, but yeah, hung on with the tires, and I think he's done some fantastic tire management to, you know, keep that gap what it is right now. So good stuff by him. Yeah, good stuff
And
by
as-
him.
And as we unwind here, I just want to say, I want to congratulate all the drivers for not having a single drive-through. Even though these guys are new to this sim, not a single driver has gotten a drive-through this entire race. So, what a brilliant effort by everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great, and not only track cuts. I think the pit lane entry is also a bit finicky here. So yeah, great stuff for all of them. And yeah, top 3 in a league of their own, by the way. 43 seconds is the gap to from P4 to P3, so absolutely uncontested. Very solid names to watch out for in the LMU league. Those 3 will be absolutely rapid, so do keep an eye out on them. The clock has struck 0. It's all but to play for. I think we got a bit of action here. I think Samre is the only car which is in a battle almost. He was 9 tenths behind Shan 7, but yeah, he's dropped out of that second now. Shan 7, I think he was saying it's his first race, and P6 is not at all bad at all for your first debut race in LMU. And yeah, bit of weaving there and bit of celebratory weaving from the Merc, and that's just how it is. It's just we've seen a fantastic race, clean, great racing all the way through. Danish rounds off.
Brilliantly managed. What a
Yeah.
brilliant race win.
Yeah, Danish textbook race win. No, not a foot wrong he put. Maybe he was a bit off pace at the start, or maybe he was saving tires.
Another comes in P2. Yep.
Yeah. Do not know. Nader P2, Herman in P3, James Robin P4, S Moon P5 in the BMW, Nikhil Samra, Chan 7, but Onstein Turbocharged round off the top 10, P11, Modi is in the pit. Something has happened there. Maybe fuel calculations were not correct, or maybe there was damage. We do not know. But he's ending the race in the pit. Dunlop, Bhandari, Gupta, Nyogi rounds off your entire grid. We finished with 15 people in the end, with 2 DNFs unfortunately, with 1 DNF unfortunately.
Oh no, Athul lost the
And,
position.
Oh, that is unfortunate for
Position.
him.
Wow.
Yeah, he is behind Faizan in 18th position. But that is your Fuji race for tonight, folks. We had a very joyful race to watch. Not too much, not too little, just the right amount of racing. And yeah, that was a pleasure to watch. Deepak, Parth, your 2 cents. You guys want to add anything? Go for it.
Yep, beautiful racing, and more importantly, clean racing out of everything. So yeah, very refreshing to watch after a long F1 season that we've had. So yeah, fun. Looking forward to the start of the season. Start of season 1 for LMU in IRC. So yeah, exciting times ahead.
Yep. I think you guys summarized it pretty well. It was a very good race, and a lot of new drivers, a lot of new participants showing up, and like Atul said, there's a lot of possibilities to mess things up. But overall, I think it was a very good showing from everyone, and yeah, I think like everyone said, it's been some good racing action and really exciting times for the league. And I think from the start, I'm not sure if he told this information earlier, but this season we are indeed having a prize pool. So yeah, like I said, we do have to thank our partner Racesims for that. They are footing the bill this time around. They already did support us for our ACC season last time around, and we just wrapped up our season if you didn't know. And this season will be starting soon. The information is out on our socials. If you do want to join in on the action, you can join our Discord through the website, and all the links are in the social media. If you want to know the site, it's indianracingcommunity.co.in. Head on there, join us. And I think it's time to reveal the prize pool details, guys. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Why not? Yeah.
That's the moment that we had all been waiting for.
Yes.
That's right.
Drum rolls.
I'm sorry, that was a wrong one. But
Okay.
It's okay. We work with it.
That was strategic, guys. That was strategic. We
Yes.
wanted to build it up a little more.
just give me one moment, guys. I just want to make sure if I had got this properly set up. Just give me one moment.
All right, drum
The
rolls
prize
again.
pool. Yep.
Come on,
Waiting in
Moto, play your drums.
anticipation.
Come on.
Sure, buddy. That will clip like hell on this mic. But let's go. We're gonna have the prize pool in a sec to be revealed. Fantastic race. I'm just glad there's another Porsche on the grid as well. Here we go. What is the prize pool at, Deepak?
I'm really sorry. I'm gonna check the
Pre-season.
Again, hyping it up. Again, strategic. That was also strategic.
Podium
Yes.
interviews. Yes.
With Red Bull. Yes, why not?
You know what? Just give me one moment. I'll just bring it up right now.
Strategic ways to
There
hype
it
it up,
Come
bro.
on, there
That's
we
right.
go.
There we go.
Hey.
There we go.
All right.
Nice.
So, apologies for all that confusion and chaos earlier, but Well, what is life without some chaos in between? But
Never
anyway,
apologize for brilliance, Deepak.
anyway,
we are hyping it
so
up.
this is our prize pool for the season, and we have 11K as a total prize pool, and you can see top 8 stand to win some cash prizes. And of course, there is a lucky draw at the last. If you can have spotted it, there'll be 2 lucky draws of 500 each, subject to certain terms and certain criteria to be met. Obviously, yes, if you want to read the fine print, know all the details, do join the server, do join the league, and yeah, I think this is our biggest prize pool yet so far. So again, a big thanks to our partner Racesims for helping us with the things out. So yeah, goes without saying, if you guys are looking out for any high-end sim gear, Racesims is your place to go. So do go out and check their site, racesims.in, and if you want to buy something, you can use the code IRC, get some discounts, and it does help us in the long run. So yeah, please do check that site out. And yeah, Athul, Moto, and Path, what do you guys think? I think Moto and Path, you might be seeing this price for the first time. So what do you guys think?
That's great. I mean, gives them an incentive to race, to show up and drive, because it's all the way till 8th, and I think that's a good decision because yeah, we're gonna have much more close racing because of that.
That's right.
Yep.
Fine. So I think it is time to wrap it up. It's 10:30 on a Sunday night. Most of us have got some work to do, so let's not waste any more time. Let's end this thing. And once again, thanks for everyone to tuning in. Thanks to all the drivers who showed up. And again, if you had not signed up yet, do join our server, sign up. There'll be another race coming weekend, so if you had missed this evaluation, you can always come in and do the next one and get yourselves qualified for the league. So yeah, that's it from me, Deepak. It's been a pleasure streaming this event for you guys, and yeah, and it's from me, Moto, Athul, Path, and everyone here at IRC. Good night and have a great week ahead.
See ya.
Bye bye.